James Balog photographs disappearing glaciers in the most remote regions of the planet.
There's this transition from, having a shape and having a reality to going away. Somewhere in there, in that boundary between life and death, is where the story will be.
That story is in the Extreme Ice Survey, a project that Balog founded and has directed since 2006. His idea was to install cameras on glaciers in Greenland, Iceland, Alaska, and the Rocky Mountains, and shoot pictures remotely during daylight hours. That adds up to about 4,500 pictures a year for each camera. Balog says from the very first downloads he was stunned by what he saw, especially when played back as continuous video.
Your jaw drops sometimes. You go, you mean that happened in the past 2 months? That happened during that 1 week? You got to be kidding. How is this possible? And so just in general, this rate of landscape evolution of these huge features that you consider to be monumental, powerful, enduring, immortal parts of the landscape, when you see them disappearing in a very short period of time, it really alters your sense of time.
The images document Glacier Retreat. We see the Greenland ice sheet crashing into the sea, and we understand why the camera on Columbia Glacier in Alaska had to be moved 6 months after it was installed.
And we've kept turning it because the glacier is just disappearing. It's just collapsing into the ocean, and we have to keep turning it to track it. We never imagined that sort of photographic process would be necessary.
Balog says after viewing the images, it's hard to remain a climate change skeptic.
And when I witness it, I realize, oh, yes, climate change is real. I don't want somebody to engage with the pictures or even engage with the idea of climate change as a belief issue. This is not a religion. This is not a doctrine. This is not a political stance.
Last month, Balog's achievements were honored with the 2010 Heinz Award, a prestigious environmental prize.
It gives me the greatest pleasure to accept this award on behalf of the entire Extreme Ice Survey and Earth Vision Trust teams.
Balog says his latest adventure on ice has given him a sense of the fragility of the global environment and the urgent need to protect it. He hopes his photographs motivate the public and policymakers to reverse climate change. Roseanne Skirbel, VOA News, Washington.